Have you ever noticed something strange? The people who desperately chase attention rarely get it, while the people who seem impossible to reach somehow become unforgettable. Everyone wants their time, their presence, their approval. Why? Because real power was never about being the loudest voice in the room. Real power has always been about becoming harder to access. Yet most people spend their entire lives doing the exact opposite. They explain themselves to people who have already decided not to understand them. They defend themselves against accusations that don't deserve a response. They fight battles they never needed to enter. And with every reaction, every argument, every attempt to prove themselves, they unknowingly give away a piece of their power. Think about it. How many times has a single comment ruined your mood? How many times has a stranger's opinion occupied your mind for hours or even days? How many times have you replayed a conversation in your head, wishing you had said something different? Most people don't realize it, but every time they allow someone else to control their emotions, they surrender control over their own lives. They become emotional hostages, handing the keys of their peace to anyone willing to provoke them. The tragedy is that they call this normal. They call it being human. But centuries ago, powerful strategists understood a truth that most people still fail to grasp. The strongest weapon is not force. It is not aggression. It is not domination. The strongest weapon is emotional control. The most dangerous person in any room is not the one speaking the most. It is the one who doesn't need anyone's approval, the one who isn't desperate to be understood, the one who can walk away without explaining themselves, the one who cannot be emotionally purchased. Because the moment people realize they can no longer control your reactions, they lose their power over you. And when they lose their power over you, you regain your power over yourself. For your entire life, you've been taught that strength means fighting back. Someone insults you, fight back. Someone criticizes you, defend yourself. Someone questions your worth, prove them wrong. But what if that's exactly what keeps people trapped? What if every reaction is simply another way of surrendering control? The truth is that most people are operating on autopilot. They react without thinking. They respond without questioning. They allow anyone with an opinion to enter their mind and influence their emotions. They don't realize that attention is the most valuable currency they possess. Every moment of focus, every ounce of emotional energy, every second spent worrying about people who had no value to their lives is an investment. And most people are making terrible investments. Imagine carrying a bag filled with gold everywhere you go. Would you hand pieces of it to every stranger who demanded some? Of course not. Yet that's exactly what people do with their attention. They give it freely to critics, haters, manipulators, and energy vampires. They allow toxic people to occupy space in their minds rent-free. They spend hours crafting responses to people who don't deserve a second of their time. Then they wonder why they're exhausted, stressed, and distracted. The answer is simple. They've been giving away their most valuable resource to people who have done nothing to earn it. The truly powerful understand something different. They know that attention is earned, not given. They understand that not everyone deserves access to their thoughts, emotions, and energy. They create boundaries that protect their peace. They don't feel obligated to respond to every criticism. They don't feel pressured to explain every decision. They don't waste energy trying to convince people who are committed to misunderstanding them. Instead, they remain focused on what matters: their goals, their purpose, their growth, their future. And perhaps the most powerful tool they possess is silence. Most people fear silence because they mistake it for weakness. They believe that if they don't defend themselves, they've lost. If they don't respond, they've surrendered. But silence is not surrender. Silence is control. Silence is confidence. Silence is a message that says, I refuse to give my energy to something that doesn't deserve it. While others are busy arguing, explaining, and reacting, the powerful remain calm. They understand that every unnecessary word is a potential weakness, every emotional reaction a potential vulnerability. So they choose their words carefully and their battles even more carefully. If this message resonated with you, don't just listen to it, apply it. The next time someone tries to provoke you, choose silence. The next time someone demands an explanation you don't owe them, walk away. The next time you feel the urge to prove yourself to someone who doesn't matter, remind yourself that your value is not determined by their opinion. Real power is not about controlling others. Real power is about controlling yourself. Protect your attention. Guard your peace. Choose your presence wisely. Because the moment you stop giving away your power is the moment you become untouchable. If you're ready to take back control of your life, comment below. I am untouchable. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more lessons on power, self-mastery, and psychological strength. Until next time, stay silent, stay strategic, and stay powerful.